Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile. I made a few changes again between last episode and this episode, mostly that the stash tabs were on sale, so we got a currency tab, and that's made my life a lot easier. You can see all my stuff here, my coins and whatnot. Also, I bought the cards tab because I had quite a few cards and I knew I'd never be able to keep them organized or know what they are unless I got something like this, so picked that up. I don't have any of these full sets yet except for this one. I think I'd take it to that guy in Act 5, so we'll do that another time. But that's pretty cool. I got a premium tab so I can trade all this stuff away, see if anybody wants it. And then I also just got like the other 6 tabs for a discount. And so I've separated them into maps and stones and fragments, goddess stones, trial thingies, or no, shoot, I can't remember what those things are called. But these are like the talismans you use to summon bosses. And then here's my cool equipment kind of stuff with my shavs and everything. And then gems that I've leveled, Vol gems, jewels that I have, and extra cool gear. I identified these boots and I thought they were pretty decent to hang on to for a energy shield character with the chaos resistance and other stuff. They're not amazing, but pretty decent. And then I got this jewel here I found that I want to possibly roll into a rare and see if it'll be good. But it might, because it's physical damage with bows, and my other ones just give physical damage, so it's like, meh, maybe it's better just find something a little better, but I'm not sure. And then here's some other good stuff I was just hanging on to. I don't really know why yet, but I just felt like I wanted to hold on to it. And I found this one today, just while I was kind of doing some warm-up stuff, and it seemed pretty decent for a, kind of a semi-tanky character who wants to be offensive with a shield, so that was pretty cool. And then I just got rares here that I'm saving for recipes, and more rares here. And we actually have 2 empty tabs, and then I just threw all my essences in here. I had them organized a little while ago, and then I got the upgrade to a premium tab for this one, and it had all my essences in this one. It didn't let me pick which one, it just defaulted to this, so yeah, that's why I just threw them all in here in a fit. I did get a breach stone though, and that's pretty exciting. And I also have this thing. Um, I think you use that on the monsters when they're trapped, or do you, or do you use them on the essences? Trapping a monster. I'm quite not sure how they work just yet. I don't remember if you guys explained those or not. I apologize, but maybe it's just been too long since I played this game. Anyways, that's what's going on there. And what we're doing today is we're going to progress a little bit through the story. We got this Undying Passage here. We can burn up with the Infernal Talc that was in my inventory forever. And now we can move on. I was just doing, trying to do the trials so I could attempt the Merciless Lab, and realized I haven't actually unlocked the 6th trial in the story, so we have to progress a little further to get that. So that's what we're going to be working towards today, and if we get the trial done and we still got time, maybe we'll jump into a lab, and maybe this will be a longer episode, I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. So the way I need to go is to kill Gravicius, who is up here. So we'll go take care of that first. Get the waypoint here, because that's vitally important. And we're just going to like burn through, because in the other trial that I did, it was like I was just decimating everything. I do a lot more damage than I did before when I was attempting the story, so you see I can just drop rare guys with 1 barrage kind of deal. It's quite a bit different, quite a bit of an improvement. I don't get wasted by everything, which is nice too. Orb of Scouring, there's a lightning thing down there. What was that all about? I don't know. Oh, just some guy. I did do a rare beach map that I found earlier, and I didn't notice that it had a reflex damage, 13% of physical damage, and I was just annihilating myself, so I ran through and killed the boss. Luckily I was able to do that, but yeah, it was intense. And I did gain a level. I am level 75 now, just when I was doing some other stuff there. I think I was just farming like tier 2 maps or something.
Without
just to
men
get
like
some more
you,
maps.
Gravicius, this land might just start healing itself.
Unlock some things so we can have some fun. Oops. Got a few guys over here. See, I got hit once and they all turned into onslaught charges and just gave me like superpowers for a while. That was awesome. I love this setup I have right now, but I definitely think there's a lot of room for improvement still. Okay, so this is the Lunaris Temple. We don't want to go there yet. I mean, we could, but we don't need to. We want to go into the garden and the hedge maze, and also just complete that other stuff. We can go turn in the other quest, but we'll do that when we have to go to town. No use making a separate trip for it. So the garden should be just up north here is where I usually find it. Right along this wall somewhere. It looks like it would be the garden wall, but it's not quite there. Maybe it's up here? Nope. Maybe it's down. I better check up here since I'm up here, because I would hate to just completely miss it for no reason. Okay, see, that was just to be sure, because you never know. Never know. And I've had times where I've explored a whole map only to realize it was that one little spot that I skipped over, thinking, like, nah, it couldn't be there. And I think that mostly happened to me in Diablo 3, though. It wasn't too bad in other games that I've played. Okay, so the waypoint was down here. There's a good chance it's over here, or just below this area. Nope, looking like it's over here. Alright, let's disable this guy's bubble if we can. There we go. I hate those anti-range stuff bubbles. It's just like, that's not cool. It's not cool, man. How you can just have a bubble around you that's just like immune to every projectile? How is that even possible? Give me a break. You know, if they shrank the bubble to like just outside your skin, then you would just be immune to every ranged projectile possible. You might even be immune to certain like physical melee projectile or attack kind of things. It's like someone needs to get hopping on making that magic a little bit more effective. So I'm just gonna skip the other stuff and head towards the hedge maze, because that's what I would like to do, is do the Merciless Labyrinth. I just need to do one more trial to unlock that, and then perhaps next time or the time after we'll progress a little more with the story and try and complete the game, and then we can just grind out some more maps, get some real work done. And I also plan on doing something that I've been meaning to talk about for like the last 4 episodes or so, is the 2 weeks turmoil event that's going on right now. It's supposed to be like the mods change every hour or something like that, and you get different wild things going on. Everybody experiences the same stuff, and like sometimes it's just like tons of rogue exiles everywhere. And I was thinking of doing a hardcore solo character for that, and I think that is something that I'm gonna do. So look for those episodes in the near future. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it like I'll stop the Let's Play for the time being, like I did last time when I was doing races, or if I'll just upload concurrent episodes. Probably because I tend to have difficulty getting recordings done at certain times for you guys. I'll probably end up switching between episodes. Like I'll stop the Let's Play temporarily while we're doing episodes of the here's the trial here, while we're doing episodes of the race. But when we, wow, that was pretty lucky. When we finish the race, or maybe partway through the race, if I'm just like leveling or something, not really exciting, we'll switch back to the Let's Play for the time being. I don't know if I'm like dodging a lot of these attacks or just lucking out. I'm not quite sure. Wow, this is kind of intense. Wow, that was actually not nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. Okay, well that was that trial, so now we can just head back to town and do what I was looking forward to. So this is possibly going to be a longer episode, guys. It depends how long the labyrinth is, or how long it takes me to get wiped out in the labyrinth, but we're going to give it a shot. I am kind of not sure if this is the best decision to do right now, though, because I'm level 75, and that's not super,
Happy to share my hard-earned
super high or anything like that. So it might be too soon for me strength-wise to take that on. I'm just going to throw these maps in the corner because these are the maps I want to work on. As you can see, I put them all up to 20% quality. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I figured for like the newer maps that I had, since I had a bunch of cartographers things, is worth it to throw that in there. But yeah, let's go up and get started here. So here's the labyrinth. Let's jump in. So we're making good progress. I didn't expect the trial to be that easy, but I might have just been getting lucky.
Before the gates of the Lord's labyrinth.
And yeah, here we go, Merciless Labyrinth. And as I've discovered, there are trials in the maps, so that's something to look forward to, is doing the map trial labyrinth thing. Yeah, which, depends on how this one goes. If I can't defeat this one, then I probably won't be attempting the one in the maps, but we'll see. Strong box here, and it's tempting to open it, especially because so far this isn't too bad. So let's actually ID it and just see what's going on with it. Increased quantity of contained items, quality, 2 sockets, detonates corpses. As long as we're careful about the corpses, that won't be too bad. There we go. That wasn't too bad. We did okay. And lots of easy enemies, lots of easy XP. And some items. Nothing really exciting though. Let's take those boots just in case. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna kind of take my time slowly through here at first. But if it turns out like, oh man, I'm just decimating everything, you know, this is super easy, nothing's really damaging me or scary, then I'll probably speed it up a little bit and just start kind of running through things. But I don't want, like, you know, because it's only one death and then you're done, so I don't want to screw it up. I mean, I could come back in and try again, but you know, those guys hitting me alone can deal a ton of damage. But yeah, I love getting this back and forth of, like, you know, I get higher defenses for killing monsters, and then if I do get hit by a monster, I take severely reduced damage and get an onslaught charge, so I can both run away and attack faster afterwards, which can result in, you know, like getting more lifesteal faster, and, you know, just actually physically running away from the enemy a little bit faster, which is just great. Allows me to reposition. I think it's awesome. And, you know, I did put on my little blue phoenix face that I got from doing the other races. I think I won one of the random cosmetic prizes or something like that for getting a little bit higher level or something like that. Basically just got lucky, but it looks really cool. And apparently from what I've seen, like, some other people got kind of boring stuff, you know, like not really exciting rewards from the little mystery boxes and things that you could get, so... or no, actually, I got this one in the box you get for participating. That's what it was. Yeah, it was the mystery box. And, yeah, some people got, like, some pretty, you know, boring stuff from their boxes. I thought it was always going to be something cool, because I opened mine before I knew what anybody else got. And I was like, oh, man, this is cool. And then I looked to see what other people got, and I guess I got pretty lucky. So I'm pretty happy with this thing. It just feels kind of cool. I do have, like, 30 points remaining from purchasing the stash tabs. I'm just getting annihilated by everything here. But I don't think I'm really going to care too much about spending those points just yet. I might just hang on to them in case, like, they do another pet sale or something like that, something fun. Because I could get an essence tab, and I guess that's the real reason that I'm hanging on to them. Because if I play this game for a while longer and I discover that, you know, my essences are getting out of hand, then that might be something worthwhile. But currently it's like, I don't even have all the different types of essences, and you know, I don't see essence monsters too terribly often, so I don't think it's really in my best interest to pick up that tab, especially when I can just spend it on fun stuff. You know, like, I could have gotten, like, all premium tabs too, but, you know, that's, I just felt like, yeah, they're regular tabs, I'll remember which numbers are which, and if I don't, then I'll just click a little bit slower, but I don't know, one day. I also like that the game is, so let's see what we got here. Up, there's a gold door here, okay, well that's kind of bad news. This is going to be tough to navigate, I think, because gold doors usually mean that's what you have to open to progress or move forward. Yes, we got a gold key here, so we have to find that. But yeah, I'm definitely glad to have all the stash tabs and stuff, because that's just going to make life managing inventory a lot easier, and that is a major problem I had. I did clear out a lot of stuff though too, you know, like I decided not to carry any gems that I could just straight up buy from a vendor at any given point, and, you know, be a little bit more intelligent about what I put in my stash and everything like that, in terms of what's useful and what's just a waste of time. But yeah, and also to start working on actually selling all those recipes to get chaos orbs and stuff, because if you want to get the good stuff, you know, you gotta use the things that are dropped on the ground, right? I remember in Diablo 2 it was like you would pick up certain items just because they were worth a lot of gold to the vendor, and you would sell them, and after doing that a few times you'd have a ton of gold on that game, and you'd go to one of the gamblers that would let you, you know, buy unidentified rare items and, you know, see what they were, and you would just mass buy jewelry and circlets and stuff and just try and roll really amazing mods on them. It was basically just like farming rares of a type that you wanted, but some people got some really amazing stuff from doing that, and then you could trade that for like tons of stuff. So there were a lot of ways to get currency in that game, which I really liked. Like, even if you never found anything cool, as long as you started picking up all the gems in that game, because you would find like flawless rubies and flawless emeralds and all of those could be used to like improve stats on a weapon. But another thing you could do with them is you could do crafting recipes. And so some people would need like a lot of perfect rubies to use with crafting recipes to make certain kind of gloves and things like that. So you would just farm tons and tons and tons of gems, because gems would always drop. You could always find gems. You just had to go through the effort of picking them up, combining 3 of the same type in the Herodic cube to upgrade them to the next level. So 3 flawless rubies would equal a perfect ruby, and you would just keep doing that until you had an entire inventory, which was 40 slots, full of perfect gems or perfect rubies or whatever you were looking to trade, or someone was looking to buy. And then you would take the time and put every single ruby in the trade window. And wait, we went through and we never got the thing in here. Yeah, you go through put every single one in the trade window and hit trade, and they would give you whatever it was worth, which was usually just like a certain rune or item or something like that. So it wasn't like you ever were trading 40 perfect gems for anything amazing, but it was a stepping stone, and that was the important thing, is it would let you go from an inventory full of gems to one item worth an inventory full of gems, and that was the important part. And then once you got that, you could start, trying to trade up, try and find a good deal on things. That's the key part of trading, I think, is looking for a good deal. Like, there was a lot of times when I was trading for the items I have right now that, someone was selling like a good version of that item, like particularly like these gloves right here, like that. Yeah, the elemental damage percentages, like it's 677 on mine. In the middle there, 6% increased elemental, and then 7 physical and 7 spell. That's that can be 5 to 7. And I was looking through all the gloves, and I was like, I want to get one that's like a high roll on all those, because those are the important stats that I want from that item, right? And everything else was pretty static except for the armor and evasion was the only thing that could change off that. So I wanted high armor and evasion and like a decent roll on the stats, especially a 7 on the endurance charges, because you get like 3 or 4 charges or something like that, and that's like 7 times 3 instead of 5 times 3. It's a big increase. And so that's what I was working on. In fact, that's like 6%. That's like a whole nother charge if you have 7 compared to 5. I think that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And then I want a decent armor evasion. Some people were selling like a 777 glove for like a ton of chaos orbs, or like 40 chaos orbs. It was like, geez, that's way more than I'm willing to spend on these gloves kind of deal. But then another person was selling these ones for like 2 chaos orbs. I was like, okay, I'd prefer to pay 1 chaos orb or less, but you have to look around and see what you can find. I compromised on some items, like the rat's nest I have for a helmet. Like, some people were selling really high armor ones for a lot of stuff, and I was just like, well, I don't really care that much. I'll just get the decent ones for a lot cheaper and save up my other stuff for other currency. Now, I don't know where the gold door is. I see that there's a door here that I completely missed, so that's probably what I've been looking for this whole time. I think I walked by it like 2 or 3 times, so I do apologize. And of course, there are 2 to pick from. Let's pick the more dangerous one.
Is the most liberating of metals.
Yeah, it sure is, but man, there's so many ways to go. Am I gonna have to take both gold doors, or is this gonna lead me in the same kind of path here? Alright, this one has nothing, so we just gotta find the exit. I'm starting to feel a little more confident. I've been making it through the first few areas with no trouble. But again, we haven't gotten to the first aspirant's trial yet. Oh, we got some stuff going on here. Some levers. Or levers. Let's touch those. See what they do. Oops. Touch this chest. There we go. Nothing in it, of course. Okay. Alright, yeah, I like these spider enemies that kind of crawl up around the sides, because, in Diablo 3, I think there's enemies that do the same thing, but it never seems to be like that many spiders, and it's kind of like underwhelming how long it takes them to come out and stuff like that. And I think the Path of Exile spiders come out a little bit faster, still take a little while to come out, but there's a ton of them when they do come out, so I think that's really cool, because it's like, oh man, this is actually like a lot of XP or whatever, a lot of enemies, a lot of fighting about to happen. It's not just like, oh, like 8 spiders came out. Ooh, that was a bad spot to teleport. Oh, are these like triggered ones? Gotta watch out. Okay, let's see. Almost through this. I guess we're gonna teleport right here. Ooh,
I'm
didn't
not
mean
up
to
to
do
that
that.
just yet.
Alright, well, that was a little dangerous. So, the traps in here are definitely gonna be the thing I have to look out for, I think. The enemies aren't too tough so far, but that may change. And we got some dudes in a cage. Nope, they're just around the wall. Alright, well that was pretty easy. Gotta wipe out these bloodline guys though, for sure. Because I definitely want to fight all the bloodline bosses and get some more challenges done. Because that was the other objective of this Let's Play, is to get some of the challenges done for the Legacy League so that we can earn some cosmetic rewards. So I'd much rather earn cosmetic rewards than just like buy them. I don't know, it feels better to me when I have like a history behind why I have a certain thing. You know, like I can look back on this helmet and be like, yeah, it was from the first batch of races I ever did, and I got it in a mystery box. But you know, if I got like the footprints or something, then that would be like, oh yeah, back in Legacy League, you know, it's like a memory that you can have and an iconic growth to your character kind of, because the other cool part about having these cosmetic rewards is you can transfer them between characters, right? So even though
The weary
I
traveler
don't have anything
draws
I'd put in
close
here,
to the end
not
of
really,
the
just some
path.
currency. Even though you play different characters on your journey throughout, sorry, I forgot to ID this and put it away. It's not terrible, but not amazing. Despite your multiple characters throughout your playthrough, you can always move your cosmetic rewards around, and since the classes generally
Some
have the same
things that
appearance
slumber
between,
should
you know, if you
never
play the
be
same
won.
class, it's always going to be the same character model. Ooh, what are these things? These cannons or something, or dragons? What's that? Oh, they're gargoyles. Listen to damage while inactive, okay.
Accept no impasse.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to interrupt my thought process there. Oh, I see, they have to be active before they're gonna help this guy. I get it. Let's jump around. I'm a little scared because I don't know how much damage this guy is actually gonna deal. Take that thing down.
You are inexhaustible.
Yep, there we go, okay.
Pity
So yeah,
the
when you can
emperor
attach a
sits alone
cosmetic
on
effect to
his
your
throne.
character, and you know, if I put this helmet on my ranger in the Fall of Oriath, it's gonna feel like I'm kind of playing the same character, right? That's kind of how I see it. Alright, we're in another blank area, so we just gotta find the exit. I like these ones because I don't know, the Labyrinth is so stressful that I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time exploring and checking out all the different bonus stuff. Because I mean, they saw last time, not last time, but the time before last time when I fought that Argus guy, Azaro's pet or whatever, and he just like one-shotted me twice. That was terrifying. It's like I still think about that, and I get scared that you know, as soon as something looks at me in this place, I'm just gonna fall over. So yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking for me. But I'm glad things are going smoothly so far, because I was really concerned this place was just gonna destroy me right off the bat. But it seems like so far the traps are my biggest enemy, and I really just need to be quite careful. Or at least a lot more careful than I'm being sometimes. I like how this trap is just working all these enemies for me, thank you. Good old trap, good guy trap. Alright. Not any cool loot so far, just like some general currencies and general rares, nothing super amazing. But, never know. Alright, so we got the next one here, that was nice and smooth. Alright, what do we got from here? This is a silver key place, so once again, I'm just going to prioritize finding the exit. Like I said, hunting down the silver keys is not really what I'm interested in. I know that, like if I've defeated this place before and I was just coming back to farm it for enchantments or the treasures at the end, then yeah, I'd probably feel a little bit better about taking my time and, well, I talked about how awesome the spider thing was and then 2 came out, so never mind that. You know, if I felt more comfortable, then I'd probably go and explore and get all the silver keys and go find Argus and all that other stuff, because then at least, you know, you're hoping to get more loot at the end of it, get more keys, yeah, which is always a good thing. And you never know, there might be some really sweet boxes at the end. It could be like one of the boxes out of all of them has some amazing loot, right? And having more chances at that is always a good idea. As long as you can achieve it, though, that's the difficult part. But we'll see. Maybe a day where we come in here and or do the labs in another version or whatever. I don't really quite know what they're going to do with them in Oriath, but I've heard they're doing things to them, so we'll see how that goes. I definitely think they could be changed though. Like, if they change these, then I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd only be disappointed with myself if I never got an opportunity to try them. And just to have the experience, honestly. You know, maybe it's just because I played World of Warcraft back in the day and other games along that line that had like major updates along the course of their life. And there was always some part of it that, you know, made you miss the way it was before, or the content that you got to experience before. And, you know, the biggest regret in that cycle is that the content you didn't get to enjoy, right? You know, if there's something that was in the game for a long time and maybe you wanted to try it and you never did, or there was, you know, some temporary event that you just didn't get to attend, and or it was just on the wrong character or something like that. You know, it's that kind of stuff that makes me think, oh man. Oh, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but I found out I can turn the item filter loot down, or loot sound down, so it's not so glaringly loud now. I apologize for not figuring that out sooner, because I just feel like I'm kind of stupid now. Oh, we got all the Tormented Spirits challenge, or a new Tormented Spirit challenge complete. Cool. But yeah, you know, back in Vanilla WoW, it was like I never got to get enough gold to get a mount back then, or epic mount, so that I didn't get one of the cool models from that time that, you know, only the people that got one at that time have now, and you can't really get them any other way. So it's like that kind of stuff is like, man, kind of missed out on that one. But then, you know, if you had that, then you have that awesome memory of, yeah, doing that back in the day was really difficult or really exciting for whatever reason. We got
When
our
the
second
time
trial here,
comes to strike, an
so
emperor
that's why I want to
strikes
do
without hesitation.
the
To entertain
stuff. I don't know why I
doubt
picked
is
that
to
up.
dance with
That's why I
death.
want to do the trials and Labyrinth in this version of Path of Exile, just so I don't
It
miss
is the
out. Because I've already
sovereign
missed
who
out on a lot of
empowers
leagues
the
and stuff,
scepter,
right?
not the
And I didn't
other.
realize how much fun I could be having with this game until I started playing it again and doing a Let's Play for you guys. So, we'll probably have to kill this thing and not die to either, and kill all his little mob friends. And I hope we got that thing. Ooh, it's charging or something there. Put a ballista down. Get this thing down. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. I don't know if he's slowing me down or what there. I definitely felt like he was hitting me with something. Yeah, I'm definitely getting slowed by something. Holy smokes. Thank you for recommending... Oh, shoot.
Justice is
I was
served.
just too slow. Thanks for recommending I get that flask that'll bring me up from low health, though, because that thing saved my life at the last second there before I got crushed. Well, do we give it another shot, or do we save it for next time? You know what? Let's save it for next time. We'll leave it there for now, guys, and next time we'll jump into a Labyrinth run again and see how it goes. Maybe we'll do something different before we jump in. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.